Hello and welcome back to our data structures and algorithms series. In the previous video, we looked at the theory of array data structure. In this video, we will focus on implementing the first array operation, which is creating it, and the basics of just inserting a value into an array. So let's get started. Now, if you want to create an array, you have to begin by giving it a name. For example, my array. Then you use the assignment operator, the equal sign in mathematics. In programming, when we are using it to assign a value to a variable, we call it the assignment operator. So the name of the array and then the assignment operator. Then you can go ahead and create your array. How do we do that in code? This is just the graphical representation. But in code, this is how we do it. So we have the array name. Then we have the array function. I'm going to talk more about this in a short while. Then we have the type code. The type code specifies the type of data that this array is going to hold. So in the next slide, we're also going to see more about this. Then this is the array with the elements it contains inside it now. Okay. So the type code I just mentioned in the previous slide specifies the data type. So we have several type codes. I've just listed here the most common ones. Okay, so for example, in the previous slide, we've seen I. So I is used for integer, and integers, when you create an array with two integers, each element is going to take up 2 bytes. For long integers, going to take 4 bytes. We also have F for float. So for long integers, that is L, lowercase l. So a float will also take 4 bytes. A double, which is a longer type of a float, is going to take 8 bytes. Then U is for a single character, Unicode character. Normally occupies 2 bytes. Okay, now, does Python have a built-in array data structure? The answer is no. So Python instead uses a more advanced data structure that is called a list. So after we are done with arrays, the next topic is going to be about the list. So Python does not have a built-in array data structure like, for example, C and C++ or even Java have. So this one does not have it. So for you to be able to use the traditional array in Python, you must import the array module and the array class. So let's jump right in and do exactly that on Visual Studio Code. So you have to begin by importing the array module. So import, then array, from array module, then import. Then you can either write array just to import the array class, or the star to import all the classes in that particular module. So it's good to comment your code. So we're just going to say that importing the array module and array class. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You can do multi-line comments. You can do multi-line comments in Python by, I'm not sure, by using single quotes. If you use single quotes or double quotes, they have to be 3. Then that's a multi-line comment. So you can also do now comments here. For example, we want to say here, we will implement the array operations in this file. So that is a multi-line comment. If we wanted to do another comment, we can do it right there. Okay. So after importing, then we go ahead and declare and assign values to the array. Okay, so we want to call the array my array. Remember, we are using the camel case. Then what that importing the array module and class does, it gives us the array function. So the array function picks in 2 parameters. The first parameter is the type code, so I for integer. Then the second parameter is now the values of the array elements. So let's go ahead and assign those values. So 5, 8, 2, 5, 9, 16, 23, 30. Okay, so this is our array. Now, if you want to see the values of the array, you can print it. So print the array. This is just printing the entire array using the print statement. So you just use the print statement, then you enter the name of the array like that. So once you're done, you can do Control S to save your code. Then you can hit the play button on the top right corner and it should run your code. So here we are. As you can see on the terminal window down here, we have the array has been printed out, the whole of it, including the function and the type code and the entire array. So later on, we are going to see how to traverse and print out the individual values of the array. But while we are here, maybe we can try and make this 5.5 and see whether it's going to accept it. So save it, then run it. So when we do that, good. When you do that, we see that we get an error. We get a type error. So float object cannot be interpreted as an integer because we've put a float 5.5 and we've put a float inside inside an integer array. So I'm just emphasizing here the fact that arrays do not take multiple type data. If we want this to be a float, we can change the type code to F and we are not going to have any error. So you can see that now even the integers have been converted into floats. So this is an important characteristic of array. And as you're going to see when we learn about the list data structure in Python, the main difference between the list and array is that lists can take data of different types. So you're going to see exactly that. Another thing that I just want to point out is that arrays in Python do not support strings. So let's just declare. So it only supports single characters. So declare single characters array. So here we can just say my char or something. So we can do that, then array, then we're going to use U for Unicode, then a comma, then you can do that, then you can do single quotes, maybe do A, comma, B, comma, maybe C, just like that. And now we can print my char here, the single characters here. So let's run the code, and you can see that the single characters are now printed as one. So you cannot print, for example, ask. You cannot put ask here. So these cannot be allowed. It can only take in single. So you see, we get a type error if we try and put ask there, because the array must be a Unicode character. So I hope that covers the basics of creating an array, and especially how to deal with the type codes. At this point, we end the creation and insertion. In the next video, we now look into the insertion operations. So see you in the next video. Bye.